make another video because that was so silly. Hi there, it's me again. I am making this video to kind of explain some connections that I've been making lately since realizing who I am. And not just as the healer / cleaner, but as God and as everything. So apparently, if everybody is a born healer, I don't think it's something that you become. I can, just speak for the dots I've connected for myself, but I seriously doubt that there's some sort of change that happens. It's preordained and chosen for a purpose. And so, my whole life I've been healing people. Mind you, I would know that in little tidbits by, I'd hang out with people. Anybody I'd spend, any amount of time with would tell me that I made them feel better just in being in their presence. And that was very flattering. Hi, baby girl.
Mom, I want a snack.
You want a snack?
Uh-huh.
All right. I'm going to follow you right in, and I'm going to get you one in just a minute, okay? I love you. So I have always instinctively connected to people's hearts. You can't have more than a 5-minute conversation with Vanessa without going deep. It's just, I've never been able to avoid it. It's because I can hear loud and clear the answer, and not literally in words, but is just very poignantly obvious. What I'm there to say and share with them so that they can see themselves in me somehow or some way. And somehow in doing that, I reflect back to them who they really are. So, I did that my whole life, just kind of because that's who I am. I ended up actually cleaning houses. And I love cleaning. I am like the best cleaner. But little did I know, the reason that I have been so thorough, even with the legal blind status, is because I had to touch everything. I know now because I've slowed down and I know what everything is, what I was doing, and now what happens if I go to clean the house and I'm touching everything. All of a sudden, I'll have a wave of emotion that hits me that comes from some part of that object, either where its natural resources came from, how they were harvested, the man's heart that put the object together, or woman's, the travel it took to get to the store, how it was handled. I mean, I don't know the details, but all of a sudden my heart can feel it all. I used to label that as anxiety. I bet you there's a lot of people out there that are healers and that objects are talking to that have no clue that it's because there's an energy that needs cleaning and healing that is distorting the true path of everybody. So anyway, so I've always kind of done that instinctively. And yeah, don't get me wrong, I knew there was something different about me for a very long time. I've never seen things in the same way everyone else has. I always see the answer and not the problem. And I've seen a lot of problems, but I just never saw them as problems. So my whole point in making this video is trying to point out how we are who we are, whether we know who we are or not. And in me learning who I am, every single dot is connecting, and I'm realizing that I actually knew who I was, okay? I'm going to try and keep myself together here because it's pretty freaking awesome to me. And I'm going to take you in a second into my house so that you can see what I'm talking about. But in learning about the Ho'oponopono blessing, or prayer, or whatever you'd like to call it, that yes, the Hawaiians practiced, but it's practiced everywhere, and it came from the Palladians. And along with that cleaning ability to clean energy and transmute it into God's love, there's other things that also help. Quite a few things, actually, but one of which is the rainbow. Rainbow colors. Rainbow colors heal, okay? Now, my name means butterfly. I'm Vanessa. My name means butterfly. I've always loved bright colors, just the way it is. I'm a newfound painter. I didn't know I had the ability to paint until I just barely started uncovering the depths of who I am. And every single thing I paint has to be bright colors. I really do not, I'm sorry for those of you that love natural tones. And yeah, I could throw some in there, but I would just rather it be full-fledged rainbow all out. I don't see black in the rainbow. I ain't seeing brown in the rainbow. So I actually can't see anything in the actual rainbow, just so you know, but because that's just part of the blindness thing. But my whole point in dragging on this whole story is that my house is a rainbow. I felt inspired lately as I've grown in my self-awareness to spend a good amount of money on rainbow shears for every window in my house and a good amount of money on rainbow tinting for my windows so that when the sun shines through, rainbows beam all over the place. So another thing that cleans is ferns. A couple of you may have seen my house, but not very many of you. And that's totally fine because just weren't ready to meet me yet. I have ferns everywhere. Everywhere. I just realized specifically that I am a healer / cleaner and that I've been doing this my whole life and that is what I'm here for and that's why I've endured any kind of suffering whatsoever, but of course that's just why anybody does, so I can identify it and clean it and bless it and send it on its way, because all it is a repeat, a ripple, if you will. But anyway, so I'm going to switch the camera around and I'm going to take you inside because I need to get my baby girl a snack, and she's being so patient and awesome and I love her so much. So forgive me if there's any mess. Super funny story. I wanted to make the video and I was thinking to myself, I don't want people to see that I'm letting my daughter watch cartoons. Man, I used to give so much of a crap about what everybody thought about whether I let my kid watch cartoons instead of taking the well-deserved break that I deserve being a single mother and choosing good cartoons for her to watch and then, having a life. Anyway, so I had a full-fledged panic attack at the beginning of this, and that was all of the blockage and the emotional trauma that I've been holding on about that, all those fears. And I just sat there, blessed them, let myself come back to centered and calm. And I love you, and I don't care what you think. So we're going on a stroll around my house, and I'm going to flip it around. Let's see. Flip you, camera. I think I can do this. Let's see. Bear with me, guys. Trying to figure out how to flip it around. Well, we'll just flip it around like this and hope that you guys get a good view. And I'm going to assume that you will because things just work out well for me like that. All right, so this is my rainbow home. Hopefully I'm not moving things too fast. Hopefully you guys can see. These are my windows. Now, mind you, the curtains are closed right now, although it's always a rainbow. But when they are open, the rainbows start to beam in. There might be some in the kitchen when we go over there. There's my painting. My daughter Trinity helped me with that one. Just trying to give you guys a gist of me. I kind of feel like I have to add rainbow to everything. Hopefully I'm doing pretty good on this camera stuff here since I'm not even seeing at all what I'm doing, but hey. Oh look, so here's some rainbows. I love my rainbows. They make me so happy. Like literally, because they're healing me. Like, what? It's like my favorite thing to say. Forgive me if I'm moving too fast. I really don't want to make you guys dizzy. But I do want you to see my rainbow. Hi, my little mess. I love you. And I'm going to walk you to the other side of the house. These are all my first paintings. They're all on paper. I thought it was kind of tacky to have them on the wall. No pun intended, because they were tacked on the wall with sticky stuff. This is my world. I'm told it feels like a different dimension, and I know that it is. This is my bedroom. This is actually where the front door is, because I love this room and I think it's magnificent. I'm coming, my love. All right, so that's my house, y'all. And yeah, that's an upside down flamingo for the swimming pool. All right, I love you guys. Thanks for going with me.